Hello, wanted to do a quick video for you guys. It's been a while. Got a hold of an Early Times Bottled and Bond. I've now got a couple of them. They're in the state of Iowa, not very hard to get anymore, and I thought I would do a review of it. A couple of interesting things. First off, Early Times has been around for a while. It's always been used barrel product, sold bottom shelf, so unlike the normal blended whiskeys that you'll see on the bottom shelf that are neutral grain spirits mixed with bourbon, Early Times takes the approach of just using used barrels to age their products. So they're doing a 3-year used barrel whiskey of the same mash bill as this guy. So it's pretty cool that they're doing that. I think it gives you a lot more flavor than a typical bottom shelf blended whiskey. And let's try what it's like as a full bourbon. I've had a few chances to try this stuff, have a lot of great things to say. Mash bill, 79, 11, 10, I believe. That would be corn, rye, barley. So the closest comparison that I wanted to try it next to, Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, Heaven Hill Mash Bill is 78, 12, 10 or 78, 10, 12, within 1% of corn and within a couple of percent barley. So that'll be a good comparison. One thing I have to say though about this stuff was that it reminds me of the Dusties that I drink. It coats, sweet, but there's a lot of wood. This does not taste like a 4-year bourbon at all. It's got the coffee note on the back end. I mean, whoever did this, it's something special, and I think that there are a number of people that are starting to realize that, and that's where they're beginning to bottle it up or buy it up. The other big difference, and I know that this is about out, but even if you compare, I mean, it's a clear color difference. Early Times is a lot darker. I don't know if they're cycling the warehouse. I don't know if that's what they do, where they temperature control and then move temperatures up and down to get more barrel or barrel notes into the whiskey through making the whiskey expand into the wood and then contract back out of the wood, or what, but it doesn't taste old by any means. It just tastes that like dusty oak, like I'm actually used to with some of the older Dusties whiskeys, one of which would be the old Ancient Age that I've had, probably from the 1980s. Has a lot of those same notes that this Early Times has. Damn good product. Also, this comes from the Early Times distillery, which no shit it does. However, they also list the KY414, which is Old Forester Distillery. So I don't know what they do with Old Forester. The reason why they name it there, I have no clue. But in comparison, it's noticeably different. And also, Old Forester is a different mash bill. There's a lot less corn and a lot more rye in this guy. Oh yeah, very, very different. The crazy thing too is this is considered a premium product to the Early Times, and side by side falls flat, absolutely falls flat in comparison. Yeah, you're not getting any finish. This is non-age stated, so theoretically it could be younger. However, it is straight bourbon whiskey, and there's no age statement on the back. So it is over 4 years old, so there's no reason why it should be tasting any younger. And then, like I said, this is similar to the Heaven Hill mash bill, the early times. You get a bit more dusty corn on this, but these definitely share more in similarity than the Old Forester that also comes from a Brown-Forman distillery, and also could potentially come from the same distillery with the distillery labeled on the back of the early times. But just to conclude quick, early times is fantastic stuff. Absolutely try to get a hold of one. Please don't buy it off a shelf so that somebody else can't try it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, especially with the early times being a bulk whiskey, and again, they need used bourbon barrels, so I'm sure that the early times bottled and bond barrels will be used, refilled to create early times, so I don't think it's going anywhere. Fantastic product, a liter for like $25, $24. If you want to compare it to Heaven Hill, you can. It's a lot more similar, or sorry, Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. It's a lot more similar than it is different, but there are some distinct characteristics. Anyway, thank you again. Have a nice night.